Okay, wrestling fans, I'm interrupting my evening of watching the Ken Patera story about the judicial system of the United States in the late 1980s. Special dedicated um, rant here. Michael A.J. Norris requested a rant about Lana and what's he going by now? The Miro, the former Rusev, and just basically my thoughts are that, look, these platforms, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, even Twitter, these, for the most part, as far as I know, are privately owned companies. So, people think that they get angry if their YouTube video gets censored or if their Facebook post gets taken down. But guess what, folks? These are companies, these are products. These things are not here for you to do whatever you want. We might think that, but they're privately owned companies. So if Twitch in this instance has some type of decree that you can't put a woman in a bikini, if that's gender biased or sexist or whatever, or they just want to keep things to video gaming or whatever they want, that's not for me nor Rusev or Miro or Lana to disrupt. So he just took his celebrity and he thought that he could do whatever he wants. Well, guess what? There's a price to pay. So now Rusev is not going to be able to use the Twitch platform. I suppose he could appeal if they allow such things. I don't know. I'm not really a Twitch guy because I'm too old to play video games, to be quite honest with you. Or maybe not too old, just too mature. I don't play video games. I think that's something that children do. When you hit about 8th or ninth grade, you should put the video games down and pick up your books and start reading, writing poetry and journals and so forth, things that more educated people do. Video games are kind of a childish pastime. They just waste your time and rot your brain, just like cell phones and so forth. But not everybody can be me, so I know that some people enjoy watching other people play video games. Not something I would do. As far as, look, we all know he's going to wrestle again. He's going to end up like every other wrestler that took a few months off and ends up in another company. He'll probably end up in AEW. Maybe he'll end up in Impact or some such thing. But we know he's going to wrestle again. His whole "I want to be your best buddy" Twitcher. A big strong guy like that is not going to sit on the sidelines while his wife is caravanting around with Bobby Lashley or so forth. So I don't buy it that Miro at 280 pounds or 320 pounds, probably in his early 30s, he's not going to just sit around and do nothing with the rest of his life. As far as any other things in professional wrestling, I know that there was a big Alexa Bliss situation tonight where Alexa Bliss is going to kind of be with, the Fiend. Okay, fine. I mean, Alexa Bliss, let's face facts, is probably the most attractive WWE female across the board. Attractive meaning physically attractive. Is she as good in the ring as Sasha Banks? No. Is she as good as Asuka? Or even Bayley? Probably not. But Alexa is very good in the ring, and she's very, very, very attractive. So she's also quite the little charmer and quite the little actress, and I'm sure she'll do well with this. The question is, will these lapsed fans like myself, look, I sat here all night and I could have watched WWE SmackDown. I could have skipped through the commercials and watched the show in an hour and a half, but I had no interest. I see the thing about Alexa Bliss and it's a little interesting. So, MikeMessier.com, subscribe to the channel, the Pro Wrestling Tributes, the Life Lessons with Mikey Messier, the original films. All these wonderful things are on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share the goddamn videos. Thanks to Michael A.J. Norris for the requested rant. He's made a few requests. I haven't been able to do them, but I did this one, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I'm going to go back to the Ken Patera story.